Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Bolt Banter. It's your boy Curtis here. I just want to do a quick little video of last game against the Raiders. As a team, we worked really well together, I think, in this game. But theme of the season, we didn't close it out, and we blew it again. And we lost in overtime to the Raiders. But I must say, I thought we almost could have had it there at the end when Oakland was really just digging themselves in a bigger hole with the penalties and such, and then that major penalty on Perryman kind of gave them the chance to stay in the ball game. We had the chance, and we didn't execute when we needed to in order to close out the game. And that's been a common theme this season is, not taking advantage of the opportunities to take away the ball or shut down someone and not executing on offense. But near the end there, I think we could have closed it out had we also not fumbled the ball there. Our tight end, he fumbled the ball, and that cost us big in the fourth quarter with like 8 minutes left. But just another loss, same kind of deal. Lose by a score, this time to the Raiders, which is even worse because the Raiders, and in overtime. So 4-11. And then also moving on to other talks, LA Stadium controversy update. They're waiting till the vote in mid-January. And I think as of today, the city of St. Louis submitted a proposal to the NFL regarding a new stadium in St. Louis. Other than that, we don't know much going into the vote. And then just recently, there was some drama developing between Eric Weddle and the Chargers. And basically, Eric Weddle was placed on IR for the rest of the season and was not allowed to go to Denver. And then, including that, he was fined $10,000 by the team, which both Weddle and his agent made public for going on the field during halftime of the last home game when Eric Weddle watched his daughter do a little performance during the halftime show, and he was fined $10,000 for that. I think it's a little unnecessary, but I mean, I guess if it's team protocol, you should follow it. Whose fault it is, I don't know. Did Eric let coaches know? They're saying he didn't for going out in the field during halftime. But the situation with Eric Weddle has gotten more and more hairy, I guess you could say, and really kind of it reminds me of like a high school situation where it's just people going back and forth. It seems like they're just throwing things back and forth at each other, and then Eric Weddle made it very clear that this happened to the public, and he's been wanting to talk about extending his contract or re-signing with the Chargers, but the Chargers have really just given him the cold shoulder. So here's Kendrick's thoughts on the Oakland game and football in San Diego.
Hey, what's up, San Diego? It's Kendrick from Bolt Banter. Curtis wanted us to get out a quick recap. I'm not going to have time to do a recap show this week. Hopefully, we get a preview show for Chargers Broncos this weekend. Here's my quick thoughts on the Raiders and Chargers game. Another big loss for us against the Raiders, man. It's the 8th out of 11 games, and Rivers said it best, it's the story of our season. If we could have turned a lot of these games around late, then we would have really been in the hunt for the AFC West. But, injuries plague us. We have 5 injuries this week. A lot of guys going to IR right now. We see Weddle going to IR. You see Darrell Stuckey going to IR. I don't know who's left in that secondary. Maybe Jason Rapp plays safety. We got to talk about that later. Rivers does his job again. 277 yards, a touchdown throw to Dontrell Inman. Your Bolt Banter boy, Donald Brown, gets a touchdown this week. We all expected that from fantasy because, that's what we expect from Donald Brown every week in, week out. That's what we say on Bolt Banter. But, once again, it's the story of our season, our injuries. We can't close it out late. but the officiating in this game. You know, over time, you really thought the Raiders were going to kill themselves, really kill themselves on those false starts, hurt themselves, and you know that one big hit by Denzel Perryman. I understand it. He led with the crown of his helmet. He's a young guy. He'll learn from it. But it's a huge penalty, and it's one of the reasons we lost this game. Now, I've spoken a lot about the officiating this NFL season, if any of you follow me on Twitter, but yeah, man, the officiating this season has been horrible. Real quickly, before this video's over, we got to talk about Eric Weddle's situation with the Chargers right now. So we got three things. They put Eric Weddle on the IR. They fined him for $10,000 for being at a halftime show with his daughter, something ridiculous. And then they're not going to let him go to the Denver game. You know, they're really screwing Weddle over. It's going to be really sad that this is how his Chargers career is going to end. And hearing rumors now that he's going to stick it to them by going to Oakland to replace Charles Woodson. You know, like, I tweeted at Eric Weddle, at Weddle's Beard, saying, you know, thank you. He can appear on the show anytime he wants. We're welcome to have him on Bull Banter, get his side of the story. But, you know, I would say, like, you know, tweet at Eric Weddle, go on his Facebook, you know, Chargers fans, let him know how much, you know, he's meant to this team, what he's meant to this defense, the captain of this defense. And it's sad that he's going to go like this, and they're going to screw him over. And then, you know, we might see them going to LA. That's the direction it sounds like. But thank you for watching. Hopefully we get, you know, a preview show this week for Denver, San Diego. Big things for Denver as far as playoffs goes, as far as the AFC West hunt goes. A lot of things for us that we could do to win with pride and finish the season out. Alright guys, follow me on Twitter at Kendrick Luck, follow us on Twitter at Bull Banter, you know, subscribe to us, comment us with what you think, and we'll catch you guys next time.